breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Dolphins are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Steelers, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's head on down to Miami. We'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godding and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Brady to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Brady to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it's complete to the tight end, Pettigrew. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On second down, here's Brady. Watch this thing way downfield. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing is Brady on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Freeman. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first two plays.
That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. The veteran tight end Brandon Pettigrew, the target there. And it's 3rd and 4.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Pettigrew, his first touchdown on the year. And able to grow their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. First down throw for Bridgewater. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Freeman. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Bridgewater. He finds Coates complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Bridgewater again. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus Ware. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Brady.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and almost felt...
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins hang on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing is Bridgewater. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He drops it off for Bernard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Miami after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Brady, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. To throw is Brady. And he finds his tight end, Chris Gregg. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He's going to go up top again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Sanu. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, Bridgewater again. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards there on a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Bridgewater on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Still left on second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Brady. He's going to try and go deep again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that you just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It's caught. Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On second down, Bridgewater again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 45 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. 20, 53, 52, Mike, 52.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the court...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The four-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third and long for Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught at the 3. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good time.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Pettigrew with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. He has Britt over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds on that play?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Sammy Coates, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Third down here. 7 yards remaining here on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing is Brady on third down. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
3 down. White 20. White 20. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Brady going to go on fourth down. take over an excellent field position. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. To throw, it's Brady. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give the tackle to Jarris Boyd there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key the tight end. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Pryor has it complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Time for a break. They'll get 32 yards there, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine state.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 49 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The left side completion to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And quickly they get to the line. Now Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. They come out here in the eye. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Morris. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.